Hello, good people. This has been Martal coming to you from nextlevelguitar.com. I'm going to show you some more bass lessons. Here's my bass. So I wanted to show you how to use a pedal note. But a pedal note is usually a note that you kind of like stay on while you're doing your other riffs and moving around the bass. But I'm going to show you a sort of pedal note progression. And what you could do is you can take this idea of using this sort of like triplet kind of feel, and you could, you know, put it into any type of music that you do. It'd be especially good with if you do Celtic music or if you do country music, but you can put it into metal, you can put it into whatever you want. Celtic metal.
Can you put it in Irish dance music?
Gypsy music. So here's how we're going to play it. I want you to start by putting your pointer finger on the 5th fret of the D string, and put your 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the G string. So, and I want you to pluck with your right hand. I want you to pluck that 5th fret twice, just like that. And you could do it any various different ways, however you play. If you play with 2 fingers, you play with 3 fingers. I play with 3 fingers. So what I do is I pluck with my index finger, then my 3rd finger, just like that, and then I'm going to use my middle finger. And then pluck the 7th fret of the G string just once. So it's gonna, when you put it together, it's gonna kind of look like this. So real slow, that's, and really extremely slow, that. And basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing that plucking progression throughout the entire song. It's kind of like a little triplet feel. Your fingers do the same thing on the right hand. That's why this is so much easier than it seems. Okay, so that's the first fingering with your fretting with your fretting hand. So where we are right here, the G note, or the fifth fret of the D string, that would be considered a pedal note because you're always going back to that. I'll just show you the progression as it stands right here when we don't move our hand around and stay on the G string, right there. I'm sorry, on the G note. So we have that so far, and then you're going to move your fingers, basically move your 3rd finger up and off and bar the 5th fret both at the same time. So it's going to look like this. You're doing the same thing with your right hand. You're just moving your left hand fingering. You got your 5th fret and you got your 7th fret, and then I'm doing that with my pointer finger and my 3rd finger. Your next part of that progression, if you will, is going to be a bar over the 5th frets. So it looks like this. Real slow, that's. And then you're going to move your middle finger to the G, because that's the pedal note. You're going to keep pedaling on that G note. And you're going to move your pointer finger up to the 4th fret of the G string. So the whole thing is going to look just like this. And then all you got to do once you have your middle finger on the 5th and your pointer finger on the 4th, is then you're just going to put your 3rd finger down to make a chord. You're going to go down onto the 5th fret of the G string. So all the chords are going to look like this. That's what it is so far. And then basically all you need to do is you're going to slide that up. And I use my pointer finger and my 3rd finger to basically where we started. So it goes around in a full circle, so it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, 2 plucks on the pedal note, which is the G note right up here, each time. This is what we have so far. And then from there, we're going to slide it all the way up to the 12th fret. So you're actually going to be pedaling on where you were pedaling on the G. Now you're going to be pedaling on the D note. So it's the D string all the way up at the 12th fret. So this is what it looks like at the 12th fret. So I'm using my middle finger on the 12th fret, and my pointer finger on the 11th fret of the G string. Just like that. And then we're going to put your third finger down on the 12th fret of the G string. Or slower. Just like that. So here's both parts together. Then you're going to go back to the first part that we did. But you're not going to do the fifth part of it. You're going to slide it right down onto your third finger is going to be on the 4th fret of the G string. Because that's sort of like real nice bassy tone. And the pedal note up there is the 2nd fret of the D string, which is the E note. Just like that. So, and what we're doing there is, you'll see we're using our right hand a little bit differently there. It's not that 1, 2, 3 progression we've been using. You extend it out a little bit. When you go up and pedal off of the E note, you're going to be using your pointer finger on the E note, and real simple, kind of like we did down below, pointer finger on the E note, and then you're going to put your third finger on the 4th fret of the G string. So that'll sound like this. My right hand is going a little bit different when I go up to the E, just to mix it up a little bit. Instead of doing the, which you've been doing, stay on the E for basically 1 pluck longer. Here's what it looks like with my right hand. Let me slow that down for you a little bit. So far, what we have all together is this. And then for the next part, I'm going to slide back to our original position. You basically repeat it. So at the end of that progression, we ended up here. And then we're going to start over again. So that's where you're going to end up at the end of that progression. Then usually I'll go and start the whole thing over again. But you could always mix it up. Like I like to throw in at the end when I come back up to the 12th fret. So now you get the gist of that. You know it one time around. Repeat it again if you want to, and then throw some other stuff in there. Move it around the neck, repeat it, do whatever you want. And if you want, like you saw in the beginning, when I bring it back down to the 12th fret, you can throw some fancy little things in there if you want, some hammer-ons or pull-offs or whatever. So now you know the basics of this pedal note technique. It's basically like you keep going back to that one pedal note. So there's always sort of like a melody and then almost like another melody below it, just something droning below it all the time. And you could kind of use that as a springboard to go off all over the neck and make up all different kinds of melodies if you want. I know some people have used this technique in metal music. You can use it in all different kinds of ways, anything you could think of. So have fun with it. This is Finn Bartel from NextLevelGuitar.com. Check out our website. There's over 700 videos on there and growing. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and have a lot of fun with it. Play some bass, and I'll see you next time. Good people.
No, I got all that.
Oh,
just
my
take
stars
it from,
and garters.
So just take it from, okay, so here's what we're going to play. And it just starts.
I messed it up. This is like a couple takes.
Take 2.
Take 3.
Great. Take your time.
Don't use that on the blooper reel. Okay, this is it right here. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, take the first one. Do not use this in Southern
Minnesota?
rock. That's right. Yeah, don't use it in Minnesota. They hate that there. because G string is actually very funny.
Yeah.
Let me start.
All right,
let me
let's start it
over
all over again. No, not that part.
Okay.
Let's have a
Check
guitar.
out. Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
So this is Finn Bartaub from. Ah!
No!
Sorry.